It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and what better way to start your day than with an exciting episode of Smell the Coffee. I am Diana Master, and boy oh boy do we have an interesting, exciting show for you today. But stick around, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more Smell the Coffee after this break.
Chattabiki ball, chattabiki ball, chattabiki, chattabiki ball, chattabiki ball, chattabiki ball, chattabiki ball. Lekker boys en die poppe daar in Nam. Een van my favorite lande in die hele wêreld, want julle die beste mense. Ek kom vir julle kuier. Dis 'n World Cup build-up. Ek het nou nie hierdie detail hierso. 20 Julie. Okay. Chattabiki ball live. Alright. Dis ek, Porrie, ons almal weet hy's 'n miljoen mense, Nick Mallet, die strydste shooter en seker die slimste rugby kommentator in die hele goedjies, en JP Kotse, ou JP Kotse, hy gaan vir ons so tussenin 'n musiekie maak en ek het taal slaan. Boys, dit gaan fun wees. Julle weet hoe werk ons sê ding soos hy is, soos julle hom moet hoor. Soos wat ons almal dit ken. Karida. Soos wat ons almal hom ken. Daar om die braaie en die goed. Chat ons bietjie rugby in hierdie build-up tot die World Cup. Dis R300 per persoon 'n kaartjie. Dis by e-ticket, op die kaartjies op die link by e-ticket. Julle kan gaan kyk by my op die Radio Raps page op Instagram en op Facebook. Is dit daarso, dis by die Windhoek Country Club. Het ek nou alles gelees. Baie dankie aan die borg ook Kase Lager, die Republikein en dan King Price Namibia, want prys maak saak. Kry asseblief jou kaartjie. Ons het laas ook die issue gehad toe ek die stand-up gedoen het en die vorige chatballs, dan kom almal op nommer 99.99 en 9. En dan is dit vol. En dan is almal van my in en daar's chirpies. Asseblief. Ek sien julle in Nam. Ons sien verskriklik uit. Afvat hy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am joined with Abigail and we are going to talk about Fern Funeral Solutions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Yolanda, for inviting me.
Can you quickly tell us about starting this company?
Well, I was part of an exco team of one of the leading funeral homes in Namibia until my position was made redundant last year. And since my childhood, it's always been in my nature to be kind and generous. When we were hit by the pandemic, the obvious choice was for me to give up my executive seat at head office and move down to the branch to be on the ground with my staff. It became clear that the community that we serve do not know what to do when someone passes away. With hundreds of traumatized Namibians needing funeral assistance, even my own friends and colleagues, I found it very healing to be the familiar face at the funeral home. To guide them through the process, it was husbands, wives, parents, grandparents, even a newborn. And I mean, no one visits a funeral home by choice. And the demanding nature of the funeral industry requires a special kind of person. And with all of this in mind and now being unemployed, it was simply a natural choice for me to start my own business and as a funeral consultant and assist families at their homes. And that's a first for Namibia.
Wow.
You know, when someone passes away, you need to get up, you need to shower, you need to get in the car and drive to the funeral home. You don't want to do that when you're hurting so much. So that's where the idea was born. And I also want to offer pre-planning. It might sound morbid, but leaving clear instructions for your family, it's almost like a gift, and it avoids family fights, knowing what you want to happen.
Yeah.
And you can have control over it. You can say what flowers you want. You can ask what the people should wear. So it's part of life.
That's so funny, because I was speaking to Rolf Hansen of the Cancer Association, and he said exactly that. Because we were born, we have to die. It's just part of the natural cycle of life.
That is. And you know, I can help you prepare, not necessarily the process of dying, but
Yeah.
prepare you for when you pass. Prepare your documents for you, get everything in order, have everything together that you know what to do and your family knows what to do. Just there to help you. It's taking out insurance. It's paying your municipal bill. Everything is organized in your life, but no one prepares for your death.
On that note, at what age should we be doing it? Because we all want to live in this bubble where people of old age passes away, but that is just not the case, full stop. At what age do I need to get all my things ready?
I don't think there's a rule on what age, but I think it's always important to have, even if you just have a little notebook with your passwords, and someone else must know what's going on.
And please go cancel that subscription.
And go cancel the subscription. Just always keep it in a safe place where someone close to you at least knows that there's a lot that needs to happen after you pass and things that need to be taken care of. And it's important.
Why a fern?
Why a fern? Well, I don't sleep much at night. And I was lying awake one morning and I saw green and a leaf, and I was just having these images. I've always loved green, but something green, there's always something clean and fresh about green in any event. And I started doing some research on the phone and found the symbolism of a fern, which means eternal youth, new beginnings, humility and sincerity. And immediately it stuck with me. So contacted my friend the next morning, who's a very passionate graphic designer, and I said to her, this is the idea. She loved it and she said, give me a few days. And she created a brand for me.
Wow.
Yes.
Can you quickly tell me, what does a funeral consultant do?
So I'm not an undertaker. An undertaker cares for and prepares the body for a burial or cremation. What I do is, when a family member passes away in hospital or old age home, you would contact me and I take over the process. From there, you can go home, you can be sad, be with your family and look after each other at home. I call the funeral home to collect and transport your loved one to the funeral home, and then I would return to the hospital or the old age home to receive from the doctor the medical certificate and the cause of death, and I would come to you after a few hours, sit and consult with you. We complete all the paperwork, and then I'm ready to go to Home Affairs, stand in the queues, register the death, get all the supporting documents that goes with that, and make quite a number of copies, have them certified, and then we're ready to start the process with the funeral home for the burial or the cremation. And once all the documents are ready, then we continue with the process. And all the arrangements that go with the burial or with the cremation and your celebration of life that you want to do. So think wedding planner, but funeral planner. So everything you want to do. It can be as little or as much as you need me to do. Yeah. If you want to be extravagant, if you want to do it in the privacy of a venue, there's a number of options. There's no prescribed way to conduct a funeral. We all just know that we need to be there, we need to wear black, we need to, sure, there's certain etiquette, but it can be what you want it to be.
What are the costs involved?
I charge a fixed fee for the administration that I do, and you choose the preferred funeral home in Windhoek that you would like to use, and I coordinate with them. You would pay me and I pay all your vendors on your behalf. So I handle everything for you, your flowers, your catering, anything that you need to be done on that day. You can just get dressed and arrive at church or arrive at the venue.
It's actually interesting to know that this is the first time that something like this is available in Namibia.
Yes.
Because I remember, obviously, we all attend funerals and we all know that life ends and at some point it's going to be your family members, and it's draining emotionally to try and be strong and do paperwork when all you want to do is grieve.
that is for sure. And, you know, besides that I could make a living and sustain myself, it's really something that I want to do. I want to help people. There's absolutely a need for it.
But Abigail, it doesn't stop there. You're quite involved in a number of different aspects as well. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I offer information sessions at various corporates or any workplace as part of their employee engagement programs or their employee wellness programs. It's also an important aspect to talk about at work while you're living. I also do talks with the Flexona organization. They offer a gap or labyrinth year for school leavers. You know, that time before they go and study, not quite sure what they want to do. So they offer a broad scope of information sessions for them to be able to decide what they would like to do. And then I talk about death, dying, and the funeral industry.
You are also very involved with the Cancer Association.
Yes, I am. I am passionate about the Cancer Association, and with them set to open the new 16-bed palliative care centre here in Windhoek. I want to get involved, volunteer, and offer my services. And then I'm also hoping with enough personal funding that I will be able to participate in the palliative care conference in Cape Town in April. Just, you know, to be able to connect better with this part of the community. And it's my chance to make a difference. Feel fulfilled by something I enjoy doing and something that I'm good at.
You are also bringing in some eco-friendly products. Tell us about this.
Yes, so I want to bring in various eco-friendly products and alternative sustainable options, including scattering tubes and remembrance gifts.
Why is it important to also think about the earth and going green when it comes to people passing away?
Well, traditionally you receive ashes in a wooden box and it stands there and you don't really do anything with it. So with a scattering tube or with a water scattering, you can have it's a container made from recycled bark, and you place the ashes in there and you would be able to do the water scattering and let the container float on the water, and the ashes would just gently dissipate into the water without harming the environment.
Wow.
With the scattering tubes, you can have different sizes, and then with your permission we could split the ashes into the tubes, and each family member could have their own tube to handle the scattering, that you're not fiddling with a container with ash that you need to put in.
Abigail, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for looking at this type of business venture that really can save the next person a lot of trouble while grieving.
Thank you. I look forward to serving Namibia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
Now, one thing about me, I do love me my sport, and tonight at 5 p.m. South Africa take on Australia, and that is rugby. But if that's not your style, I mean, Ari Hogad has a little more of the news. Stick around.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with tennis news first. It's week one of Wimbledon, exciting tennis happening in London, one of the 4 majors of the year. News from the men's draw is that number 1 seed, that is Novak Djokovic, he safely through to the 3rd round. He had a 2nd round win over Jordan Thompson of Australia. The score there was 6-3, 7-5 and 7-6, and it is Novak Djokovic, one of the favourites. He's won the title 7 times and trying to win his 24th major title. So Novak Djokovic, the 2nd seed in the tournament. The number 3 seed is Daniel Medvedev, and he also had an easy win in the 2nd round. He beat Arthur Ferry of Great Britain in 3 sets, and the score 7-5, 6-4 and 6-3. And then not good news for Southern African interest. Lloyd Harris of South Africa, he lost in the 2nd round, and he lost to Gregor Barrere of France, and the score 7-5, 6-7, 7-5 and 6-3. So Lloyd Harris out of the Wimbledon tournament. In the women's side of the draw, it is Iga Swiatek from Poland. She won her 2nd round game and she beat Sara Sorebis Tureño by 6-2 and 6-love. A good result for Swiatek. She haven't done well at Wimbledon in previous years. The best performance was a 4th round in 2021. Also then Petra Kvitova, she's the number 9 seed. She's safely through to the next round. In the 2nd round, she beat Jasmine Polini of Italy 4-6, 7-6 and 6-1. But not good news for Maria Sakkari. She's the number 6 seed. She lost to Marta Kostic by love 6, 7-5 and 6-2. Continuing international sports news with cycling news, and it's a Tour de France, one of the elite road cycle events, probably the elite cycle event on the professional calendar happening. It is stage 5 that is done. The winner is Jay Hindley of stage 5. He's from Australia. He won the 162 kilometers from Pau to Lawrence in 3 hours, 57 minutes and 7 seconds. Then 32 seconds behind him in 2nd place was Giulio Cesoni of Italy. In the general classifications, it is still Jay Hindley leading with a time of 22 hours, 15 minutes and 22 seconds. And 47 seconds behind him is the defending champions Jonas Vingegaard. And in 3rd position is Giulio Cesoni. And one of the other favourites is down in 6th position. That is Tadej Pogačar. He's 1 minute and 40 seconds behind the leader. And concluding today's international sports news, it is golf news. One of the big majors of the women's calendar. It is the US Open for women that starts in Pebble Beach. It's the 78th time the US Open for women will take place, and it is a defending champion Min Yi Lee of South Korea that will again tee off. The tournament starts on Thursday and finishes the 4th round on Sunday. Some of the other top players to look out for is Nelly Korda of the USA, and also the 20-year-old Rose Chang, also of the USA, and then also Leona Maguire of Northern Ireland. Southern African interest in the tournament, only 2 players from South Africa playing. It is Ashley Buhai and then also Paula Rito. Ashley Buhai in good form, and she also is a defending British Open champion. The women will play for more money this year. The total prize money this year is $11 million US. That's a combined total purse. It was $10 million US in 2022. And the winner of this year's US Open for 2023 will receive $2 million US in prize money. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
You're still watching Smell the Coffee. Now, because today is Saturday, that means there are a lot of activities happening on the social calendar, one of which is being Miss Namibia being crowned tonight. And boy, oh boy, what an exciting time it is. But let's take a look at this video, and then also right after that, we take a look at the weekend gig guide.
Today, my name is Beulah Boyce Beekers, and we are at the MTC Dome right here in Swakopmund. Now, the anticipation is growing here. The stage has just been set up. The Miss Namibia and Miss Teen Namibia 2023 Top 10 finalists are rehearsing as we speak, and they will be rehearsing right up until Friday and Saturday. That is for the Miss Namibia contestants. Now we also have our social media competition still running, so you stand a chance to walk away with double tickets to either of the crowning ceremonies. All you need to do is send an SMS for the Miss Teen competition. You send an SMS to 62220, that is with the short code of your favorite top 10 finalists. And for Miss Namibia, you send a short code. You send the short code to 33033. It's as easy as that, and it could be you. You can get your tickets online, that is at Web Tickets Namibia, but they are also available right here at the Dome, so you don't have to worry if you feel like you want to make a last minute decision and come and join us. We're really calling on the public. It's going to be different. The stage is going to be out of this world, something that Namibia has never seen before. So please do come and join us on the crowning ceremony for Miss Teen Namibia, that is the 7th of July, and Miss Namibia, 8th of July, 2023.
You can pick and choose from a number of events this weekend. On Friday, as from 4, South Africa's Wild Berries perform at the Tiger Reef in Swakopmund, and as from 5, the first Friday winter market with live music, street food and lovely drinks takes place at the Franco-Namibian Cultural Centre until 10 p.m. At 7, the crowning of Miss Teen Namibia takes place at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund, and at the same time, Rian Smith brings a musical tribute to the American songwriter and legend Johnny Cash in the National Theatre in the capital. On Saturday at 9, it's Christmas in July at the Finkenstein Bush Market at the estate on the outskirts of Windhoek. Entrance is free and there's entertainment and food for the whole family until 1 o'clock. At 5:30, there's a bingo night at the Swakopmund Paintball Centre in support of the Cancer Association of Namibia. And at 7, the crowning of Miss Namibia 2023 takes place at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund. At the same time, the Wild Berries perform at Soundgarden, also in Swakopmund. Finally, if you haven't seen it yet, the exhibition, The Fish That Sees Its Water is Getting Shallow, Cannot Be Stranded, can be viewed at the Project Room until July 15th. Have fun!
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Well, that brings us to the end of yet another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with me, Diana Master, and I do hope you have a lovely weekend ahead. On that note, it's all my love, all my light, and adios.